So let's just work on the move, and it may not be right away, right? So can we rewind like this? Rewind for a second. I know it's kind of crazy, but that's all right. We're getting there.
It is just 2 weeks away from an opening night that has been decades in the making. And the Blue Barn Theater's artistic director, Susan Clement Tober, is stretching her creative wings in new ways.
This form is just not right. I want you to try and to go here. There is an aesthetic, and it is the approach / process of going into a rehearsal period. It's still really grassroots. So let's go and do that same thing, only Nils.
She's directing The Grown Up, the Blue
Barn.
Barn's debut production in their first ever very own theater space.
I'd been wanting to do the show for a long time, and it fit. It's about growth. It's about jumping off into new worlds that you don't know what's going to happen.
After 27 years of rental spaces, highs and lows, the theater company is all grown up.
Artistically, we've always been sound. Business-wise, we've always been, we were a bunch of actors, you know? I think finally along the way, we've balanced those two sides of the coin. Shannon Walenta and I work really well together as a team on the business side. Blue Barn would not be where it is if she was not on board along with me.
Founded in 1989 by a group of East Coast theater grads, Susan joined them in Omaha a year later and is the only remaining staff member from those early years. But the artistic mission remains the same.
9, 10. Put the knob on the door.
We're an intimate off-Broadway, New York style theater. You know, that's what we are, and it's our identity. We always have chosen our shows because they make an impact on us emotionally.
And the work impacted others as well, inspiring a local philanthropist to donate a piece of land and seed funding for the experimental theater company to build their own space.
To have somebody and also a group of people change your course of your life, your art form, your city, your personal life in such a dramatic way is astounding.
While there is still great affection for their former home, some things they won't miss.
We have air conditioning and heat that work, which is exciting. We have restrooms for our patrons and also backstage for our actors, which sounds really kind of silly for me to say, but it isn't after having to manage patrons and actors using the same restroom. But this is our light booth, which is... We have theatrical lights that we know we have the power to run them. It will certainly be nice for me not to have to flip the breaker in the middle of the show because the lights went out. Just the simple things in life and that we will really appreciate.
But the last thing Susan wanted for the progressive, risk-taking theater company was to move into a sterile new building. Instead, the theater is brimming with artistic embellishments you won't find anywhere else.
To have artists work on this building and create things that are truly unique to Blue Barn's identity. I mean, it's like a big capsule of art.
The space is art-driven, from the bricks in the entryway and the front logo welded just hours ahead of a ribbon cutting to the hand-milled wood beams in the lobby and lining the theater.
What's ironic is these things fell into our lap instead of going to the landfill or getting burned or just being cast off in a dumpster. We were able to collect these things and kind of tap their own creative aesthetic.
Another unique feature allows the theater to open the back wall to another performance space.
They have been lovingly named the Big Damn Doors, and they are magnificent. Nils, can you come over and end up here?
Appearing in the first production in the new theater he helped start so many years ago, actor and founding member Nils Holland is still trying to take it all in.
I can't believe it. It's still really, it's really wonderful coming in here because it's such a dream come true.
2 weeks ago there wasn't a lighting instrument hung in this place, and we got it all up and we made art, and we got inspired by the ability to do more with more, I guess you could say, instead of always doing more with less.
So, you want to tell me about this thing? You want to tell me this thing of yours? Bonnie says you
So we are going to give birth to our first show here in our new space. And it's really awesome to have all of you here to, I was going to get through this. To help us breathe life into our stage and into our work. So I thank you so much for being here. It is a show about savoring our moments, savoring experiences, and being grateful, and I am truly grateful. Cheers.
Now that the Blue Barn has a permanent home, there is a new goal.
To become a nationally known professional theater, a destination spot that people come to see kick-ass theater. I never thought that I would ever be here in Omaha, sitting in a brand new, incredibly beautiful space. There is no other space like this in the country, and I want people from all over to want to come here and experience what we put on our stage.
You're gonna man the crow's nest. You're gonna have to learn to sing better.
The Blue Barn is now a key anchor in Omaha's revitalized South 10th Street corridor. Perhaps it was always destined to be right here.
It's cool at night right now. I shut all the lights off, and I leave the Blue Barn sign on behind me because it glows, as you drive by, and it feels like home, which is really incredible.